What is up, guys? Welcome back to another follow-up video, and today I'm bringing you episode 13, I think, of our top 5 mods series. And it is summer now, so I'm going to be posting a lot more often. Actually, we'll be staying on schedule instead of not uploading for a week and then uploading, and it's just been really weird lately. So expect a lot more videos from now on, and let's get right into the video.
I wave my two fists divine, but I'm going nowhere. No, yeah, I'm the type of guy that likes to roam around.
Okay, so our first mod that we have is the Tribals of the Commonwealth by Fugehor2727, and basically the description of this mod says, this mod adds tribal groups in the world. They prefer to live far from society, are often found in the wilderness, and do not like to be disturbed. They will attack in case you get close. For an example, there's one group near USAF Olivia. The color of their faces' tattoos represents their function in the group. This is a work in progress mod, so any feedback is welcome. So basically, the tribal warrior has a black tattoo that represents the front lines and the majority of the population. The tribal chief has a red tattoo, and he is the master of fire, so he carries around like a flamer. The tribal berserker has a blue tattoo. They're stupid, uses super mutant voice, but are strong, huge, and they represent the symbol of tribal of fighting, like a barbarian warrior. The next one is Tribal Huntress, which is a green tattoo, and she's always accompanied with animal companions, and she always has like a sniper rifle and has pretty good range on you. You can also find a Tribal Frenzied, which has white tattoos, and they are banned from the group, so they try to live with society, but they have lost the ability to communicate through abusive drug use, apparently. Finally, there's a Lunthor, and it is a unique NPC, not high style, owing to the player if they can kill him. It represents the maximum power within the tribal group, or represented. All berserkers are trained by him. Today he wanders the world trying to fight evil. He abandoned his group because of rumors they were getting involved with cannibalism. He has the pain, a powerful and light axe. Now, I've never seen him. I've only seen like the really common ones, like the berserker and the leader and stuff like that. They're all over the place, honestly. So if you just go into like the areas behind Sanctuary where all the trees are, you'll find several groups of them chasing you. They kind of just stumble upon you, and you kind of get messed up by them really quickly if you don't have a good weapon. The most powerful one, in my opinion, is the group leader, because he has like the flamer and stuff like that. There's also like the one with the sniper rifle, but she doesn't really hit you too often, so she's not really that bad. And the berserkers only have like weapons such as swords and stuff like that, so they're not really that hard to find. So overall, it's a really good mod. It's not really that like intricate and stuff. You just want to act like you have like natives inside of the Commonwealth and stuff like that, and it does not require any DLC, and it is pretty much compatible with every other mod. So overall, it's a really good mod. The next mod we have is a Minutemen Settlement Guards mod for PS4, and it is made by Indin95. Basically what this mod does, it just adds in a whole bunch of craftable Minutemen guards to the workshop, and you can find them inside of the wood structures part of your miscellaneous tab. And each guard requires 2 adhesive, 5 screws, and 5 cloth to craft. Once you place them down, they're going to pretty much stay near where they were first were, but if there's like an enemy nearby, such as like a Deathclaw or a Raider and stuff like that, they will leave their like post wherever you put them at to go fight them, but they eventually, I'm pretty sure they will return, just because they stay around basically where the general radius of where you put them. And as you can see from the gameplay, there's a huge variety of different Minutemen you can use, and pretty much all of them are equipped with laser rifles. But they all do spawn with slightly different equipment, and also you can rotate them to make them face a certain direction, which is nice. But the only thing that I don't really like about this mod is that you can't really assign them to any job, so you can't assign them to a post or stuff like that. You just have to like set them up there, and it don't really add anything to your defense on your base. And if you don't want them, you can always just scrap them and make a new one, or if you kill them, they're not going to attack you or anything. Sometimes if you try to pacify them, if you have the certain perk, they will attack you, but they're not like the sellers. If you shoot them a whole bunch, they won't kill you. This mod does not require any DLC and is compatible with pretty much every mod I have used, and I have yet to find one that does not work with it. The next mod we have is Time Tunnel for the PS4 by Gas Arts, and basically the description of this mod says is, it was long theorized by the boys at the Institute that the effects of splitting an atom could potentially tear small holes in our universe. This belief, along with unlimited funding, allowed the Institute to locate one of these holes at the ruins of Sanctuary Hills, and using their expertise in the theoretical physics have managed to create a doorway in the past. The time tunnels are more like places to explore rather than a quest. They aren't just doorways that teleport you to locations, they have places to visit between locations. So as you can see, there are 5 doors in total. One of them goes to Pre-War Sanctuary, the next one goes to Sanctuary Hills, the Institute, and a few more. So the first one I decided to go was Pre-War Sanctuary Hills, just to see what it looked like before the actual bomb went off. So once you actually do time travel here, you're going to spawn into a room that looks a lot like the Institute, and there's going to be some random guy here, and along with that, there's going to be a whole bunch of supplies such as stim packs and stuff like that. but whenever you do try to talk to him, he doesn't really do anything, like he won't even say anything. So if you need it, just take all the extra stuff. There's also like a gun and a whole bunch of fusion cell ammos for that, and I'm pretty sure the items vary depending on where you time travel to. Once you have everything, just go to the door that is titled Sanctuary Hills, and it'll go really trippy looking like, and you'll go ahead and fast travel to that time. And honestly, I'm thinking about making a completely separate video for this, because there's just no way I can show you all of the like things that are in this without actually like making the video like 30 minutes long. There's just so much that it's in the game. So as you can see here, there's going to be a whole bunch of police officers, because I'm pretty sure this takes time whenever you are talking to the Vault Tech guy and before the bomb actually goes off. There is this really weird glitched out vertibird that's just like in the ground, and when you try to go into it, you just walk through it. But there's like some weird invisible walls inside of it. But anyway, once you walk past this like trail here, I kind of want to see what like the whole city looks like. Tell me if you guys do want to see an extra video on this, because I will just go explore all around it and we can just see what all it has to offer. Because I kind of want to just keep walking and see like how far away the buildings are, so you can see in the background there is just a whole bunch of skyscrapers, but like in between it's just all like no trees or anything. And there's some probably pretty cool stuff to be found over there and in between. The next thing that I did was decide to go back up to the house where you originally live in, your original house, just to see if you could still go into it and see if like the Vault Tech guy was there or not. So when I walked into it, Codsworth is just chilling there, but your wife isn't there and your son Sean isn't there. So I figured this is at the point whenever you guys actually do leave after your alarms go off and the guy in the news tells you to like go to your nearest like bomb shelter and stuff like that. And something that I found kind of funny was that if you go up to Codsworth and you have the special perk, you can actually like hack him and turn him off or make him like passive. Next, I decided to go up to the actual vault, and there's just like soldier here just pointing out to go if you don't really like pay attention into actual game. But once you go up here, you're going to be greeted by a whole bunch of guys and the stuff again, but actually like now you can just walk through them. Like they're not going to be like, there's some weird invisible wall for it, so you can just like, they're just like passive and invisible. So I went up and looked at all this stuff. There's nothing really you can take. There's nothing really that cool up here just because like it's in the main game. You're not really going to need it anyway. So once you go up here, you can't really do much. There's this weird like little dome over the vault, and I'm pretty sure this is like right before the bomb went off actually, because I'm pretty sure it tends whenever you go down, you know. And there's also just a random like vault suit and stuff up here like that. That's pretty much all I really have time for this mod, just because there's so much and I couldn't really show you how many things there are, because you can go to the Institute, like I said, pre-war sanctuary, a whole bunch of other things. I might go in depth to it into another video and just go over all the places that you can go, but that'll be a video for the future. And as far as I know, this mod is compatible with pretty much everything, and there's no DLC required for it, so that's always good. Next mod we have is the Black Tower project by Rune LMP, and this mod is basically just one of those ring mods that you can add on to make you better at the game. But the reason I chose this one above the other ones is just because they don't really make you overpowered like most mods do. Most of them make you like invincible or stuff like that. These actually just add on, like they'll give you like plus 100 carry weight and stuff like that, and you actually do have to find them in the map. Now, where you can find them is they're over at Vault 111, and if you go over to the like little station to lower the vault, if you go up there and you look on the little terminal next to it, you can actually see the Black Tower project. If you play the tape, you can see how the ring was actually lost and people went out to look for it, but they never actually found it. And one thing I've tried to do when doing this mod series is not to actually show mods that just make you stupid overpowered. That's why I don't really do mods that just like give you like cheats and stuff like that, because those aren't really fun after a while. I like to find mods that you have to actually work for. And this mod somewhat does that, but I just like how it doesn't make you stupid overpowered and stuff like that. And there is no DLC required for this, and with that there is it's pretty much compatible with everything. But as you can see here, there are a whole bunch of rings, and all of them do different things. Like as you can see, they'll give you like damage resistance, radiation resistance, stuff like that, plus carry weight and stuff like that. So if you guys are interested, you can also do this. They give you like 50,000 pre-war money, so that's good for cloth, I guess. They give you stim packs and bubblegum. I don't really understand why they did that, but I think it's just kind of funny. The next mod we have is a Marlboro Mansion mod for the PS4, and it is created by The Real Eleonora. And basically, you can find this thing by Hallucinogen Inc., and it is located pretty much just along the river, and there it is from Sanctuary if you don't actually know where it is, but it's also marked on the map for you if you don't actually know where it is. So once you walk into here, you're going to be at the living room portion, and this thing is just full of everything. Like, it doesn't really look plain like a lot of mods do, such as ones with like a house in it. This one just fills the whole thing up. There's a whole bunch of things to look at. There's magazines, there's other things like that, and if you go over to the kitchen, you can actually take stuff. There's a bed. If you go upstairs, there's going to be a surgery chair, so if you want to change your appearance, there's a stand for bobbleheads. bobbleheads, and there's also a stand for magazines, so if you like collect that stuff, you can always put that there. There is also a bed in between if you want to take a nap, I guess, and there's magazines all along there. And once you go over here, you're gonna see like some weird meat on the like little table. I don't really get it, but if you go over to this terminal, there's a like thing called documents and shit. I don't really understand what this really is, but it gives you like a legendary effect and stuff like that. So I don't know if it's important, but I guess it's kind of cool. And as you can see on the desk, there's a whole bunch of other papers and another magazine rack and a thing for the bobblehead. But over at the kitchen, it is just chock full of everything. There's all types of meats. There's like an actual sink. There's like this weird like blender thing. It's kind of cool. And if you look into the fridge, there's a whole bunch of actual Nuka-Cola Quantums and stuff like that. Also a whole bunch of perfectly preserved pie. Once you walk up the stairs, you're going to see a really cool weapons rack with like a workbench and drawers for all your stuff, and they are actually labeled so you can keep track of where all your stuff is. And I thought this little like gun rack with all the mods and different guns on it was really cool. And you can also store your weapons in a weapons locker, which I found really cool because you kind of like sort them and you can like actually keep track of where everything is, which I found was really cool. There's like a place for weapons, there's ammo, there's mods and explosives crates and stuff like that, which I found really cool. And up here there's going to be your like little office type area with like a chem lab and stuff like that. And if you go to the door to your right, there is actually going to be a surgery chair in the bathroom, so if you do ever want to change your appearance when you're playing the game, you can always do that. So that is pretty much all I have for you today, guys. Hope you do enjoy the video. I do plan to upload a lot more, like I was saying, because it is summer now and I don't have to worry about any school stuff, things like that. So expect an actual schedule now. I'm going to stay on track as much as I can. So if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
I seen a lot of shit I shouldn't have, but never forgot it though. Brothers on the corner selling crack like it was not a though. Walk inside my kitchen, baking soda all up on the floor. Police banging on the door while gripping the 44. I was just a youngin', but this type of shit I seen before. Y'all see a white boy, but my daddy a Negro. Half-breed motherfucker grip the mic and he